Hey guys, welcome to the Trading Secrets YouTube channel. Today is a bit of an instructional video. Yesterday I spoke to the camera and gave you a bit of my backstory. I'll continue doing so very soon. But I thought let's jump in today with some instruction. Just some simple instruction to get us started here. As I said to you yesterday, I'm a market following trader and I try to always align my trades with the way the market is moving. So what you're seeing here is the MNQ. In other words, it's the micro E-mini NASDAQ 100 stock index future. Um, so I'm just gonna maybe let's just zoom out. You know what? Sorry, I need to be on the daily chart. I also obviously trade the 4 hour chart quite a bit, as I'm sure you'll see as we go along. But for now, let's look at the what I like to call the core trend, which is the daily chart. So here you have a beautiful little run up, quite nice, quite easy to trade, and then you have the COVID-19 market crash, which was short in duration but quite intense in the way it fell. Halved many markets. I mean, on the Nasdaq it wasn't that insane, but yeah, let's have a look at something very simple today: trend lines. So you draw a trend line always between a market high and a market low. And for an uptrend, a trend line is below the price. So if we consider that our market high, in other words, none of the action that happens here has happened yet, that is our market high, then this candle over here comes really close to breaking the trend line. Then, before the market can confirm that, it starts moving higher again, and you can, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. You can then adjust this trend line by incorporating all market action, in other words. So now your new high is over here, and you just move the trend line to incorporate all the price action between your lowest candle there and your high candle over there. As I said, for an uptrend, the trend line is below the price. In other words, a move down will break the trend line. In the downtrend, obviously, like if we look at this example over here, the COVID-19 crash, the trend line will be above the price. And it was actually quite a bounce back for it to break again. But yeah, that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the uptrend now. So over here, this candle on the 1st of May broke our trend line down. Now, once that happens, many beginner or newbie traders will go short. Very easy, right? Trend line's broken, let's be short. It's not that easy. As you'll see as we go along this trend line breaks numerous times. And I follow an approach that I call the trend level price approach, where the trend line needs to break. Then the market needs to break some horizontal level, whether that's up or down, which we'll talk about in a future video. And then we also need to see some price action to confirm that move down. It's almost like I've said in the past, it's almost like two lines in the sands have been drawn and the market has stopped or has crossed those lines, but now it needs to start walking away from those lines in the opposite direction. That's the third condition for a trend change, the price action. So as I said, trend level price. Today we're considering trend. So now once we have this high over here, we can move the trend line again, because I can tell you now, if you knew the whole picture, the trend level price, this trend line doesn't completely break till roughly over here. So I'm just going to look at the trend line again, and you'll see, okay, so we can be a bit more accurate in drawing it, I guess. There was some daylight between those two, between the point and the line, the wick there of the candle. And again, it breaks over there. But again, the market is still marching on up, and as it makes new highs, I incorporate all the price action between the current new high and the market low. So, and then it breaks again, but again, we're carrying on further north. Every time a couple of newbies would have lost money because they thought, well, simple, the trend line's broken, let's go down. Now it goes up again, new high over there. Market doesn't really break here because remember, a green candle, the close is at the top of the candle, and a break would be a close on the other side of the candle. So that is an open that's on the, not a close on the other side of the candle, a close on the other side of the line. And that is an open that's on the other side of the line. So it's not really a break there. Then you get new highs. And that's your high. Well, it doesn't really matter which one. I think that one's high is 5780. That one's high is 5820. So this one was the highest, and then it broke again there. Red candle closed at the bottom of the body, so it broke that line. And again, making new highs. So it's going on up. And now you'll see this is the last time the trend line moved before it eventually broke. I'm not going to go into full details of the level and the price action right now, but when this is your ultimate high, the market breaks the line right about there with that candle. And now you'll wait for some price action below the low of that candle, which is the bottom of the wick there. And you'll also consider a vertical line. Let's see what this would have been. It would most probably be the bottom of this red candle over here, because that would sort of be the previous time the market swung down a little bit. I know a proper previous swing low might be this or even that. Sorry, those lines aren't perfectly placed. But yeah, for the purposes of this specific trend change over here on the daily chart of the NASDAQ, the line would have broken, or the level condition would have broken there with that candle, the little red one there, that is almost a doji. And then the price action confirmation, if I recall correctly, I don't have the numbers in front of me, broke somewhere around here at the lows of these two, and then now obviously the market is in a bit of a pullback. You'll have a stop above the previous highs. But yeah, right now it's sort of uncertain. And of course, the presidential election in the US is coming up. So many market pundits are watching this space at the moment. We'll see what happens. Ever since this move has stopped, there was some nice action on the way down here, and then it's been a little bit tough for many traders. I speak to many traders and portfolio managers, and they haven't had like the best of luck. But yeah, our intra-week strategy didn't do too badly. Okay, so that's just a brief little video on trend lines. You also, of course, get something called a trend channel. Let me just copy this line and move it to the opposite side. So there's your one point, there's your other point. The furthest point in terms of putting a line in the opposite direction is over there, and that would then be where you put your channel. And oftentimes you'll find a channel tightening or loosening, but that is again something we can cover in a future video. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll chat to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.